What is going on, everybody? My name is Conrax and welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we have some incredible news when it comes to skill-based matchmaking in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I know a lot of people right now are really annoyed at SBMM and Activision for the way that it is implemented in this game. But today I found out some crazy news about this game and some of the dirty practices that Activision are using to make money and matchmake you into different games. In my last video, we discussed why skill-based matchmaking was such a huge issue when it comes to online multiplayer and casual public matches, and how it ruins the experience for experienced players who may be good at the game, and even low-skill players because they're not able to get better when they're matching with players of the same skill level. You guys know the crack. Skill-based matchmaking is really bad. We don't like it at all. And right now, there is the biggest anti-SBMM movement I have ever seen for Call of Duty. We have stuff like hashtag boycott the battle pass and hashtag FSBMM trending on Twitter, with some of the biggest creators of this game coming out on YouTube and saying that they purposefully reverse boost to make content because they cannot stand the SBMM in this game. And there seems to be a big divide in whether or not people believe SBMM is a good thing and whether or not people believe that it is a terrible, bad thing. Well, today, my friends, we have one of the things that I think is going to change your mind if you believe that skill-based matchmaking is a good thing. Because today, I found a video from a guy who doesn't have many subscribers at all, but his name is Cyrus, and he uploaded a video to YouTube where he basically went through a patent that Activision had filed. And this was an official United States patent application, but this patent contained a whole bunch of things that you guys wouldn't even believe could be in multiplayer matches. And some of the dirty tricks that they use to make you try and spend more money, and some of the tricks they also use to kind of level out the playing field between experienced players and players that are completely trash at this game. And when I say this is crazy news, I'm really not exaggerating. This patent that Activision filed covers things like real-time modification to any parameter that your player might have, such as health, damage, how fast you cap an objective, how much experience you get. So many things you guys wouldn't even believe. And we're going to go into it in just a minute. And the way that people thought of skill-based matchmaking before, a lot of people just thought it was based on your KD, and it kind of just puts you in games with higher skill players or lower skill players. But there is so much more to this than I think most people actually realize. So reading through this patent, there is a ton of stuff that really has brought to light just how bad Call of Duty really is. And one of the most interesting bits is at section 80. And we'll read through it here. It says, once an assessment is made, the computer program that executes the gaming environment modifies elements of the session and or gameplay parameters as the session is being created based on the aggregate skill level. So what that basically means is the server that sets up the match when you are matchmaking controls all of these different parameters about every single player in the game based on your skill level. In addition, it says in embodiments, session modifications may include but are not limited to adjusting the number of enemies, adjusting the complexity of puzzles, and player adjustments, which may include the player's health, damage, speed, available abilities, and difficulty level. In one embodiment, a player's health is scaled based on the player's skill level. You cannot make this stuff up. This is a patent filed by Activision. And all of this stuff that we're talking about right now is happening behind the scenes when you're playing Black Ops Cold War. When you go on streaks and you think you're doing really well and you just can't seem to get that last kill, now you know why. A lot of people also like to complain about the connection in Black Ops Cold War. But would you believe it or not, that there is also intentional. The terrible connection that you get shot round corners is intentional to allow worse players that aren't as good as you to be able to get the kill on you before you can dive into cover. I cannot make this stuff up. This is all what is happening in this game. Have you ever shot someone and wondered why your shots weren't hitting? Well, guess what? That's also a thing as well. Let's read this little statement here. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read the highlighted part here. that the computer assigns the tolerance for how accurate the player's aim must be to hit the target differently based on the skill level of the first player. A player having a higher skill level will be assigned a lower tolerance parameter and therefore will have to be more accurate in aiming in order to hit the target. So what that means is the higher skill you are, the more inaccurate your guns are made on purpose to benefit the lower skill player, causing you to lose more gunfights. I think it's safe to say that now that we found this out, that Call of Duty as we used to know it, the good game that really encouraged player skill and time put into the game, is no longer. I honestly do not think that Call of Duty will ever get rid of this system. I think that we can complain about skill-based matchmaking as much as we want. We can shout it from the rooftops in the masses, but Activision will not listen, because at the end of the day, what happens is their greasy pockets get lined with cash every single year because, you know, people are just willing to buy into the game. I think a lot of people forget that most people that play this game aren't the type of people that go on YouTube and watch videos like the one you're watching now. The casual majority of people come home from work to play a bit of COD. I think the other big problem of this as well is that it now has just completely ruined the skill floor, so to say, because what it means now is that nobody really has a level playing field, because this system is just modifying values on the fly to decide basically who wins or who loses. Now that's not to say that you can't circumvent these things by just getting better, but when the system is modifying things such as your health, speed and whatnot because of your skill level, that in my opinion just completely ruins the entire game. Gone are the days of needing to get better at a game or wanting to progress yourself because of this system. It will just benefit the player that isn't very good at the game and punish the ones that are, which is a completely weird and wrong system in my opinion, because usually the people that put the most time into the game and the people that really get the best at it are usually the ones that are going to end up spending the most money. But it just seems like Activision have got their business model backwards. And like many of you, I thought that skill-based matchmaking was just based on your skill level and it would match you with players of that same skill level. I did not think it went into this level of complexity. But honestly, after seeing this, I am really now just completely bummed out for the future of any Call of Duty that releases now, because we all know that as long as COD is under Activision, it's going to have this system and it's going to constantly ruin the experience for any player that might be good at the game. But let me know down in the comments just what you thought about this system. I really want to know what you guys think of SBMM and this horrible system in this game right now. If you enjoyed this video and you're not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, leave me a like. It greatly helps the channel and it's really appreciated. You can follow my socials down below, such as my Twitter. Also, join the Discord. I'm trying to get a community of people together that we can play with during streams and whilst making videos. It'll be also cool to get to know all of you guys. Again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.